Here's what philosopher Kierkegaard had to say about walking.
Above all, do not lose your desire to walk. Every day I walk myself into a state of well-being and walk away from every illness. I have walked myself into my best thoughts, and I know of no thought so burdensome that one cannot walk away from. Even if one were to walk for one's health, and it were constantly one station ahead, I would still say walk. Besides, it is also apparent that, in walking, one constantly gets as close to well-being as possible, even if one does not quite reach it. But by sitting still, and the more one sits still, the closer one comes to feeling ill. Health and salvation can be found only in motion. If anyone denies that motion exists, I do as Diogenes does, I walk. If anyone denies that health resides in motion, then I walk away from all morbid objections. Thus, if one just keeps on walking, everything will be alright.
Now, as a big walking guy, I love this passage. When I came across it, it struck me in particular. He hits on a few different themes here, such as, of course, the therapeutic benefits of walking, of promoting mental clarity, of acting as a remedy for various ailments, especially kind of in our mind. He contrasts stillness and motion, which I think is an important concept in today's world where many ideas are floating out there that promote a sense of stillness or disengagement or an external locus of control. And the act of walking is very personal and it requires active engagement. And so highlighting this stillness versus motion and where health is found on the motion side of things, I think that's a great point he brings up. And I think there's a certain universality to this advice by him saying just keep on walking, everything will be all right. Of course, if only it was that easy. And yet there's some threads of truth there that I think we all sort of resonate with when we really think about it, or if we really put it to practice and we try it ourselves. I think walking also carries a load of symbolic power, if you will. And by walking in the day-to-day, I think you're allowing yourself to readily more access the essence of walking away. And when a certain maybe conflict comes around or a petty social dilemma strikes you, you're less likely to get wrapped up in things. You're more likely to think, oh, well, I could just walk away. Or if you're posed with a big decision, of course, walking on it instead of maybe acting impulsively is something that could be available to you. And I think those are all great tools to live life. Ultimately, I think walking is a fundamental, universal aspect or lifestyle choice that has just uncountable amounts of benefits towards our well-being. And so I challenge you, add some walking into your weekly routine and take note. Do you think, does it work? I'd be curious to hear somebody say walking has negatively impacted their life. I don't think I've really heard that before, but I'm open to that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Like the video, subscribe, and I will see you next video.